Elena Marquez, the renowned pianist, was last seen on a stormy night, playing a haunting melody on her grand piano in her Manhattan apartment. The city that never sleeps was oblivious to the unfolding enigma. In the heart of the concrete jungle, a mystery was quietly taking shape. When the dawn broke, the city was greeted with an unsettling silence. Eleanor's maid, Maria, arrived for her usual duties. However, she found something unusual. The apartment was locked from the inside. The silence was deafening, and Elena was nowhere to be found. The apartment, usually filled with the melodious tunes of Elena's piano, was eerily quiet. It was as if the music had evaporated into thin air, just like its performer. Maria, filled with worry, alerted the authorities. The FBI was called in, turning the apartment into a whirl of activity, a stark contrast to its earlier quietude. The agents combed the apartment, their eyes missing nothing. However, Eleanor had disappeared without a trace. As the investigation advanced, an unusual piece of evidence caught their attention. There, on the grand piano, lay a single sheet of music, a composition titled The Silent Sonata, as chilling as the circumstances of its discovery. This was not just any sheet music, it was a composition unknown to Eleanor's friends, family, and even her closest confidants. What made it even more intriguing was its origin. Elena, known for her traditional style, had left behind a piece that was anything but conventional. The composition was complex, filled with intricate notes that seemed to weave a story that was as mysterious as the pianist herself. The Silent Sonata, a piece that was unknown to Elena's closest, lay on the stand, a silent testament to the mysterious disappearance. As the storm outside the apartment raged on, the sonata lay there, its notes echoing the chilling silence of the apartment. It was a silence that spoke volumes, a silence that introduced the world to the enigma of the vanishing virtuoso. With no signs of forced entry or struggle, the FBI is called in. Specialist Agent Sarah Jennings takes the helm of this perplexing case. The investigative team, a group of seasoned professionals, is introduced. Each with their own unique set of skills, they are bound together by the shared goal of solving the enigma of Elena Marquez's disappearance. At the heart of the team is Agent Sarah Jennings, a seasoned investigator with a reputation for cracking even the most complex of cases. Known for her sharp intellect and unwavering determination, she has never faced a case quite like this before. With no tangible evidence to guide her, Jennings is tasked with piecing together the intricate puzzle that is Elena's vanishing. Initial findings are puzzling, to say the least. The apartment is locked from the inside, suggesting that Elena did not leave through conventional means. The piano, the last place Elena was seen, is closed, with a single sheet of music resting on the stand. This composition, titled The Silent Sonata, is unknown to Elena's friends and family, adding another layer of mystery to the already baffling case. The challenges the team faces are numerous and daunting. There are no signs of forced entry, no fingerprints, and all of Elena's personal effects are untouched. The lack of physical evidence is unsettling, but it's the absence of a clear motive or suspect that truly mystifies the investigators. As they delve deeper into the case, the team begins to realize that this is no ordinary disappearance. The haunting melody of the Silent Sonata, the locked apartment, and the seemingly spontaneous vanishing of Elena herself all hint at something far from the realm of conventional crime solving. Despite the roadblocks, the team remains resolute. They sift through every piece of information, every clue, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Every discovery, every revelation brings them one step closer to uncovering the truth, but with each passing day, the mystery only deepens. With no fingerprints and all of Elena's belongings untouched, the mystery only deepens. The investigation, far from nearing its end, is just beginning to unfold. The elusive truth of Elena's disappearance remains shrouded in shadows, waiting to be brought into the light. As the investigation continues, the curtain lifts on Elena's life, revealing a troubled past. Born into a family of humble musicians, Elena Marquez was a prodigy, her talents apparent from her first touch of the piano keys. She rose to fame swiftly, her performances captivating audiences and critics alike. But with the spotlight came the pressure, and Elena was thrust into a world she was ill prepared for. Despite her astounding success, Elena was a deeply lonely individual. The glittering world of concert halls and standing ovations was a stark contrast to her solitary existence offstage. She was a rising star, yet she often found herself drowning in oceans of isolation. Friends and family spoke of her retreat into her music, her only solace in a world that demanded so much of her. Her recent performances were filled with a somber emotion that left audiences in awe. The raw, unfiltered emotion she poured into each note was palpable, and it was clear that her music was not just a performance, but a confession. She was telling a story, her story, through her music, but the world was too entranced by the melody to understand the words. The pressure of her career, combined with her loneliness, began to take a toll on Elena. She was seen less and less in public, her once vibrant eyes now shadowed with a sadness that was impossible to ignore. She became more reclusive, disappearing for days on end into her apartment, her only company the grand piano that dominated her living room. Her last known composition, the Silent Sonata, was a testament to her state of mind. It was a haunting melody, filled with a sadness that was almost tangible. It was as if she was trying to communicate her inner turmoil through her music, a plea for understanding that went unnoticed. The Silent Sonata was the last piece she performed before her disappearance. The somber emotion in her recent performances hinted at an inner turmoil that no one could decipher. Elena Marquez, the virtuoso pianist, vanished without a trace, leaving behind a legacy of beautiful music and a mystery that continues to baffle investigators to this day. The Silent Sonata becomes a central piece of the puzzle, its eerie melody captivating and its composition baffling. This mysterious composition, found on the stand of Elena's grand piano, bears a title unknown to her friends, family, and even her most ardent followers. Its haunting notes, a stark contrast to the vivacious tunes Elena was known for, seemed to echo the somber emotion she had recently been exuding in her performances. Musicologists, brought in by the investigation team, are stumped by the sonata's unique structure. It's as if it's written in a language of music that's yet to be deciphered, its cryptic notes defying conventional understanding. The piece seems to be an anomaly, a stark deviation from Elena's usual style, raising the question, why would Elena, a virtuoso, create such a perplexing piece? This leads the investigators to ponder, could this sonata be Elena's way of communicating something? Some believe it is a clue, a breadcrumb left behind by Elena, a trail leading to her whereabouts. Others speculate it could be a message, a cry for help, or perhaps a testament to her state of mind. The sonata, when played, fills the room with an eerie yet captivating melody, a chilling symphony that seems to resonate with Elena's troubled spirit. This melody, a blend of melancholy and mystery, sends shivers down the listener's spine, invoking a sense of unease and fascination. It's as if the sonata is a window into Elena's soul, giving us a glimpse into her inner turmoil, her loneliness, her despair. As the investigation unfolds, the Silent Sonata continues to bewilder and bewitch all who encounter it. Its haunting notes echo in the minds of the investigators, its mystery deepening with each passing day. This enigmatic composition, intertwined with Elena's disappearance, becomes a symbol of the unknown, a testament to the enigma that Elena has become. Could this haunting composition hold the key to unlocking the mystery of Elena's disappearance? Or is it merely a reflection of the complex, enigmatic virtuoso that Elena was? Only time will tell. Opening, a dive into Elena's past reveals an obsession that consumed her, a mythical piece of music said to grant immortality. As we delve deeper into Elena's past, we uncover a fixation that dominated her life, a mythical piece of music. Revered in hushed whispers within the music world, the piece was rumored to bestow immortality on those who could master its complex and captivating melody. Elena, a virtuoso of her time, was spellbound by the allure of this piece. Her pursuit for this elusive composition became an all-consuming passion, an obsession that eclipsed her love for performance and the joy she once found in music. This wasn't merely a quest for a new tune, it was a search for a legend, a melody that transcended time and mortality. Friends and family watched as Elena withdrew from the world, her focus turning inward, her life becoming a solitary quest for this mythical masterpiece. And the deeper she delved, the more her obsession grew, her performances becoming increasingly somber and haunting, her music imbued with a sense of longing, a yearning for something beyond the reach of ordinary humans. Yet the question remains, did she find it? Did she master the mythical piece? Could it be that the enigmatic, silent sonata found on her piano stand was her own interpretation of this legendary composition? The sonata, eerie and captivating, held a depth of emotion that suggested a journey beyond the mundane. It was as if Elena was reaching out from another realm, her music resonating with an ethereal beauty that was both unsettling and mesmerizing. Elena's obsession with the mythical piece, her relentless pursuit of immortality through music, paints a poignant picture of a virtuoso driven not just by her passion for music, but by a desire to transcend the human condition. Closing. Could Elena's unending pursuit of this mythical piece have led her to her own vanishing? As we continue to unravel the mystery of Elena's disappearance, we are left to wonder if her obsession with this mythical piece of music was the key to her vanishing, or perhaps the cause of it. A cryptic letter found behind the piano, addressed to Elena, brings a new twist to the tale. Nestled in a hidden compartment of the grand piano, the letter was written with an elegant yet trembling hand, suggesting the writer had been filled with a deep sense of emotion. The letter was filled with praises for Elena's talent, her music, and her dedication. But it was the closing lines that sent shivers down the spine of every agent in the room. The writer spoke of completing the final note, a phrase that echoed eerily with the unfinished silent sonata found on the piano. The letter was unsigned, but the handwriting was traced back to a man known only as the Maestro, a reclusive composer infamous for his involvement in the occult and his obsession with the mythical piece of music, rumoured to grant immortality. The Maestro had disappeared from the public eye years ago, his whereabouts unknown. The connection between Elena and this elusive figure was unclear. Had she sought him out in her quest for musical perfection, or had he been drawn to her, captivated by her talent and her journey towards the mythical piece of music? The team was left with more questions than answers, but one thing was clear. This letter and the man who wrote it was the closest thing to a lead they had in this perplexing case. The discovery of the letter sparked a renewed vigour in the investigation. Agents scoured old records, reached out to the Maestro's known associates, and even delved into the shadowy world of the occult, all in an attempt to locate this mysterious figure. The race was on. Could they find the Maestro before Elena's trail went cold? Or was she lost forever, her fate tied to a melody that had enchanted and consumed her? The sender of the letter, a reclusive composer known for his involvement in the occult, could be the key to unravelling this mystery. The next step was clear. Find the Maestro, and maybe, just maybe, they would find Elena Marquez. Despite the case growing cold, Elena's music soars in popularity. Her disappearance adds an enigmatic layer to her legacy. The world is left with a mystery, an unsolvable puzzle that only serves to deepen the allure of Elena Marquez. The virtuoso who vanished without a trace, leaving behind nothing but a haunting melody and a trail of unanswered questions. Her fans across the globe mourn her disappearance, but in the same breath, they celebrate her genius. Concert halls and living rooms alike echo with the melodies of Elena's compositions, each note a testament to her extraordinary talent. The haunting silent sonata, that eerie composition found in her empty apartment, becomes a sensation. It is played from New York to Paris, from Tokyo to Buenos Aires, a global tribute to the lost virtuoso. In her absence, Elena's music takes on a life of its own. It seems to resonate with a depth of emotion that is almost tangible, as if her spirit is present in every note. Music critics hail her as a genius, a visionary who dared to push the boundaries of musical composition. Her music, once the accompaniment to her life, now stands as the sole testament to her existence. As time passes, the mystery of her disappearance fades into the background, overshadowed by the enduring power of her music. The world may never know what happened to Elena Marquez, the woman, but Elena Marquez, the composer, the virtuoso, she lives on. Her music becomes her legacy, immortalizing her in the annals of classical music. We are left with the haunting melodies of her compositions, the unfinished story of her life, and the unsolvable mystery of her disappearance. The silent sonata, now a worldwide phenomenon, serves as a haunting tribute to the lost virtuoso, a poignant reminder of the woman who was and the legend she has become. As the screen fades to black, we are left with more questions than answers. Elena Marquez, the virtuoso pianist who vanished without a trace, is now a part of an enigmatic legend. Her life, filled with melody, mystery, and a quest for an elusive immortality, echoes in our minds, a haunting sonata that plays on in the silence. Genius and madness, two sides of the same coin spinning in an eternal dance. Elena's journey, like her music, straddles the thin line between the corporeal and the supernatural. The Silent Sonata, her final composition, is a testament to this dance, a melody that transcends the boundaries of our reality. Are we not, then, all artists in our own right, painting our realities with the brushstrokes of our perceptions? Elena's laughter is faintly heard over the storm outside, leaving us to wonder whether she found what she was looking for or became a victim of her own legend.